I'll kind of start just with our recruiting class that kind of wrapped up the fall signing yesterday with signing of 4 players. I thought that kind of in the spring recruiting of trying to sign 5 guys in the 18 class, sometimes you can get behind in the 19s and 20s, but thought our staff worked really hard. We're excited about the 4 guys that we got, 3 high school guys and a junior college player. I think they filled some good needs. I think they can all help us immediately. And so it was a good start. And then we'll keep evaluating our team through December, January, February, and March, and kind of the direction we may go with recruiting in the April signing period.
Can you just talk us through what you like about the 4 guys?
Yeah, Dude McCullum is a kid from Olive Branch, but he's playing, at Butler High School in Memphis. We'd recruited him a long time, even when we were at Middle Tennessee. Just 6'7", 215 pounds, really skilled, can really shoot, really high basketball IQ, multiple positions. Rodney Howard, we'd recruited early in the process. He's only played basketball about 2.5 years. He's going to play his whole senior year, 17 years old. So really he should be in the 2020 class. He's made so much progress, and I think he's got such a lot of great basketball ahead of him. Bryce Williams, the junior college guard, we kind of evaluated him as a top probably 2 junior college guards in the country. Can play the point, play the off, will be as athletic as anybody in the country at his position. Big hands. I mean, just a really, really good athlete that can shoot. So we like him a lot. His team's off to a great start at Daytona. And then Sammy Hunter, we probably evaluated him maybe as the sleeper of the whole 19 class anywhere. If he'd have played on this regular kind of AAU circuit in the summer, I don't think there's any question he's a top 50 player in America. 6'9", 225, can really stretch it, shoot a 3, skilled. So, again, he's young too, 17 years old. And so he came here, he liked it, canceled all of his other visits. And so we're excited about all 4 of them.
Do you anticipate getting into the grad transfer market in the spring?
We could. We couldn't last year because of the kind of the rules of what happens with grad transfers on your campus. So, that sure is an option. We're obviously recruiting. We're headed to some post-grad tournaments on Saturday. We'll keep evaluating the 19 class, but, yep, you're exactly right. Kind of see what's available. And like always, I'm sure there's going to be tons of guys out there in the market.
What about this class kind of demonstrates the kind of kid, the kind of players you're looking for?
Yeah, I think you'll see after we get probably 2 or 3 classes in here, that guys are going to have to be, we hope, now Rodney's kind of a true center, and but everybody else is going to be guys who can shoot the ball, is going to be able to play out on the floor, still but have a physicalness about them. Hope just that the character keeps coming. I think you can see it in the freshman class that we have on campus right now. And as they grow together, I just think you're going to see a team that's 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", maybe not the point guard spot for sure, but all the other positions where we can do a lot of switching defensively, and everything is those guys can flow together offensively. Yep, I think that's what everybody's going to. So we kind of got to it at middle, and I think you see it with some of those freshmen you have now, K.J. Blake and Luis Rodriguez.
What's the scouting report on Butler? I mean, obviously everyone knows the name, but this team, what's the evaluation?
Yeah, we played them 2 years ago to go to the Sweet 16, and the team, every time you turn on Butler, looks the same. I mean, they're not going to beat themselves. They've got 3 starters back from a team that beat Villanova. They beat them once or twice last year, maybe once. They've got the nation's 2nd or 3rd longest non-conference winning streak at 45 games. Probably got 7 or 8 guys off the team that won a game in the tournament back then, so just physical around the goal. Kamar Ball, when we played as a freshman, was as good as any freshman we played against all that year. Now he's a junior. He's going to have a chance to be Player of the Year in the Big East. He's just an electric guard. Jorgensen's a really, really good player. So they just, McDermott, they've got a lot of really good pieces. To me, when I watch them play, they look the same. They look like an NCAA tournament team for sure.
For these young guys, freshmen specifically, this is their first non-conference opportunity that's national stage. So what do you say to those guys to not get too caught up in the moment?
Well, you hope that the tough practices that we've been through, that's all we talk about is being able to win on the road. Now, the first road test is difficult, obviously by anybody's standards in college basketball. But, just who are we? State of your identity. You can't turn the ball over. You've got to get back defensively. You got to do all the simple things that we harp on all year long. Get the ball the second and third side, score early in the clock, or maybe kind of score late in the clock. And so, hopefully we'll just kind of be who we are, and that's all you can ask.
Is that kind of a strategy, just have an offensive defense that travels? And
you hope. That's what you hope. And that's early in the process, So you hope you don't get sped up. You play Butler, they're going to have runs. That's just who they are. That the crowd's going to be a factor, and so those are kind of the things that you hope that you can just play through pockets of adversity. That's what all good road teams do.
One of the biggest things you notice early in Butler's season, they've had some really outstanding guard play. What do you expect to do to try and hold them down?
Yeah, Baldwin's terrific. He can score at all three levels, and he post him. He can come off ball screens. Your ball screen defense has got to be terrific. You can't have a lot of live ball turnovers. That's when those guards get in transition, and they're really, really good in the open floor. The biggest thing, we got to get our defense set, and then ball screen defense. So we'll do a couple of different things, hopefully in ball screen defense to slow him down. But he and Jorgensen both are terrific, and their other lefty guard is very good too.
Coming out of the Western game, what do you want to see the guys carry that they did in that game? I want to see them do that maybe they didn't.
Yeah, more consistency. We got to become a better rebounding team. We didn't dominate rebounding in that game. Only won by 3. We're not going back and trying to offensive rebound the ball like we should. So it's going to be one of those games. Physical, Butler goes every time, trying to rebound it. And Blake Henson has got to go back. He's a good offensive rebounder in practice. He hadn't been in a game. So that's one of the things he's got to do. Dom and Bruce have got to solidify themselves as being better rebounders. Try to bottle up the first 14, 15 minutes defensively, because you start going through lulls like we had, parts of that second half with a lead, it'll make it tough to win at Butler.
Butler was just sitting here in DC Davis. Talk a little bit about what you want to see from him in this early game.
Yeah, just be who you are again. DC is as athletic as anybody on the floor. He's a really good shooter. One reason he's in his role, because he kind of understands what got him in his role, and just do what you do. And so just defender within the scouting report. He's made open shots. He's been very good defensively, anticipating steals and kind of finishing on the other end. So, yeah, he's a really good story, and good for DC, because he deserves all of it, and we just hope he'll just continue to make progress.
You mentioned that him and Nick Williams worked together a lot during the summer, and that was a big thing for him. What did you see? And just, I know you can't watch him necessarily, but just from your observations of the work he put in.
Well, I just think that every time you hear the ball bounce in the summer, it was DC. He was just in there a lot on his own. He was always trying to get up shots, and he's always one of the guys trying to play pickup. So that's just, he's so-called, just a gym rat, and he wanted to play. He saw an opportunity. He's taking advantage of it.
Because I'm sure that initial conversation, in most other scenarios, when you say, not promising you anything, a lot of guys wouldn't have taken that the right way. It seemed like he did, though.
Yeah, he did. But there was an opportunity, and then we watched him in the spring through our workouts, and then we started, with our official workouts in June and July, and kind of caught your attention. But really, we were kind of giving the other guys probably more early opportunities. And then we went to Canada, and he took advantage of all of his opportunities, especially in the last game, where he really played well and we won. And then he came back in the fall. I thought he just had a great fall camp.
Is Franco getting closer?
He is. He got an injection today with some stem cell. So he's progressing, no question about it. But it's just he's got to play through some pain. Nothing that's going to hurt him any worse. It's just going to be some pain, and that's hard for a young guy. It's hard to understand. And so he'll have some good days, then not so good days. I don't know if he's going to be just 100% healthy until maybe middle of December or so. But he's going to be, he's cleared to play, but he's going to be playing through some discomfort. and hopefully that'll just continue. So we're looking forward to him just getting 1,000% where he feels good and kind of just play mindless and go back to being the athlete that we know he can be.
So no real timetable as far as when you.
No, it's not. I know it's a little frustrating for Franco, and I get that, because he really hadn't been healthy since he's been here, and he's a guy that we really thought was going to be huge on our team. But we just – I know he's going through some discomfort, and the doctors know the same thing. And so he's shown some toughness. He's gone through some things, and but like I said, he's just got to keep making a little bit of progress, and then we'll evaluate him. Probably, I don't think we'll really see him to probably the middle of December when he really gets healthy.
Everybody else clear for Friday?
Yeah, knock on wood. Everybody's healthy, and we're fixing to practice right now and go for about an hour and 30, 40 minutes before we head up to Indianapolis. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Jim, so actually sounds bad.